was always good at math. My dad worked in finance. When I was in high school, I took an economics class and we had to like pick stocks. Yeah, I just always liked it. Went to college, studied it there. My brother was on Wall Street at the time. He helped me get my first job. And yeah, 10 years later, well, here I am, unemployed in a chair.
Bill O'Connor was a bond salesman at Lehman Brothers when Wall Street began to collapse in the spring of 2008. He and his wife Stephanie had a new baby, a new apartment in New York City, and they knew they were in trouble.
A lot of people describe it that when you join a bank, there's like a bullet, and on that day that you join, they inscribe your name on it. And someday, if you stay there long enough, that bullet will be fired.
Bill saw a lot of his friends being laid off, and he worried about what would happen to him. But when the axe finally fell, Bill did something a bit unusual.
Steph was on maternity leave, and then she planned to have a sabbatical before going back to work. So she was planning on having 6 months. I said, you know, I don't think I want to just start pounding the pavement looking for a job. What do you think if we buy an RV? Which,
and I said, I think you're crazy. And his mom was living here, and she said, I think you're crazy.
Yeah, wasn't a well-received idea at first. I found a very cheap Winnebago online. You know, spent the summer together as a family, driving around the country. We're just gonna break away for a little while.
Why would you buy an RV if you lost your job and had a new baby? Well, research on happiness suggests that Bill and Stephanie may have been spending their money wisely by investing in a shared experience rather than material goods.
It was great. You get up in the morning and you go out and have lunch by a lake, or you go swimming. It's just, you know, time together. There's just freedom. You can just be driving along and you see something and you say, that looks interesting, let's stop there. All right, we'll stop there. And, you know, we went and saw the six-legged cow in Kansas. It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
I think it really turned out to be one of the best things we could have done for ourselves.
But no vacation lasts forever. And when Bill and Stephanie returned to New York, Bill's unemployment began to seem much less like an opportunity and much more like a problem.
Coming back to New York was not good. I was coming back to play Mr. Mom and look for a job that, you know, doesn't seem to be there. What time do you have to go to work for? You're just working in the office?
I'm working in the office.
With their vacation a rapidly vanishing memory, Bill found himself struggling to adjust to life as a stay-at-home father.
What else do I have to do this week?
It'd be great if you can get to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Just because we're pretty limited in what we have in the fridge.
Okay. Now we're gonna shop, bud. It's not really worth $6 more, Maddie. Your mommy's using generic right now. This could cause a disagreement. But we're getting. These look identical, friend. I think you're going generic. Congratulations. You've just saved us $12. I hate, you know, expensive grocery stores, so, you know, I opt to go across to New Jersey to, you know, Pathmark or ShopRite or something. Did we get toilet paper? We didn't get toilet paper yet. Goodness. You have to reorganize. It's bizarre to have gone from a world where I put on my headset in the morning and, you know, I had 150 phone lines, and I'm kind of lost without that, without the dialogue, without the interaction. And then just the confusion of, where am I going? I don't know. I have no idea. Get you down. On your back. Smile. The challenging thing, it's a full-time job. I've opted for a full-time job. Maddie, what you doing? When you just want a moment, you can't have a moment, so that's exhausting. I never saw myself doing the job I'm doing right now. It's bizarre.
You could tell when he had a successful day, when he had a good deal. It was so fun for him. He loved what he did. When he lost his job, it seemed like he really lost part of his identity.
You question why me? How could he possibly pick me? I still send instant messages to the guy who I sat next to, like we're chit-chatting, every day, so. The relationships are still there, but it's like you got kicked off the train or something, and, you gotta watch that thing keep going down the tracks.
Bill's struggle isn't over yet, and there's no telling how long it will go on. For now, one thing is clear. Playing the role of Mr. Mom doesn't seem to suit him all that well. Being unemployed obviously makes us unhappy, but the reasons aren't entirely financial. When someone asks us who we are, we often tell them what we do, because work is more than a way to make money. It's a part of our identity. That's why when we lose our jobs, we lose a piece of ourselves. The same is true of illness. Being sick makes us unhappy, but the reasons are not entirely medical. Illness, like unemployment, can tear a hole in our identities and leave us wondering who we really are.
My hair was me. My hair was red, full, curly, shiny, long. So I was all hair. It had a presence, and I had a presence.
Michelle Gossett was a 51-year-old single mother when she learned that she had ovarian cancer.
Losing my hair was probably one of the most devastating things that happened to me with my cancer. I lost my hair in one day, and I thought that I lost my identity. I thought I lost my soul. I lost my strength. I actually have a different hairstyle almost every day. For instance, I'll wear my pink wig when I feel playful. My red hair with the roots, I think looks very natural. And I put that on to kind of even me out, but with a little edge. The brown ones, they more or less resemble a hairstyle that I would possibly adapt myself. And then I have little short sassy ones. And those are fun, just for a change. Sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes I'll get up and look at the wigs and why? I realize I still have cancer. So sometimes it doesn't really cut through that. I worry about my daughter. Natalie is absolutely the apple of my eye. She is my pride and joy. And Natalie and I have been through a lot together. I was a nurse, worked in critical care for a number of years.
Oh, it's so nice to see you.
And decided to go to anesthesia school. When I finished school, I had a promise of a wonderful job with a fabulous salary. I had a house on the water. My dreams were that Natalie and I could live a secure life in my future. And that didn't materialize. I was diagnosed 2 weeks after my graduation, and I'm on chemotherapy right now. My fears with my illness lie in that Natalie might not have her mother. And Natalie is as important to me as myself.